oh my god, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, he's too precious.
I just fell in love with him like everybody else.
Wait, is he fuzzy on top?
Oh my gosh, he's the best baby ever.
Oh my god.
Baby Yoda's really super cute.
That is adorable.
Hi, I'm Dylan, and this is Not Exactly Normal. As a huge Star Wars fan, over the past few years, it's been not terribly enjoyable to engage with the Star Wars community like I once did.
While the films continue to be incredibly divisive, thankfully, Disney's latest Star Wars TV show has given the fans something that they can agree on. The Mandalorian rules.
I have spoken.
While there are a lot of elements that come together to make The Mandalorian a fun, captivating, nostalgic without being annoying about it, and all-around great TV show, there's one element that stands above the rest. Just not physically.
Stop touching things.
Known as the child in the show, or Yiddle, Yodeling, or simply Baby Yoda online, the character has taken the internet by storm. So much so that the Real Housewife yelling at Smudge the table cat is nowhere to be seen. I love Baby Yoda. I spend far more time than I'd be willing to admit looking at just all the different shots of him. My text history with my girlfriend is now largely dominated by pictures of Baby Yoda, and I genuinely love all the memes. He is instant stress relief. What I find particularly impressive is that Disney was able to keep a lid on him. Seriously, props to everybody who worked on that show for not leaking the adorable character of which the entire show revolves around.
There you are. You hiding from us?
Bryce Dallas Howard, who directed episode 4 of this series, had to train her kids not to spoil it when they went to school.
The foundlings are the future.
In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, she said, "The thing I was most nervous about was that my kids had been on set quite a bit. So they had seen Baby and interacted with Baby. When the kids went back to school, every single day I would say, 'So what are you not going to talk about today?' And they would say, 'Baby.'
This is the way.
As a result of this, Disney was left uncharacteristically unprepared for the holiday season. They had no merch. Not wanting to spoil the show by having Baby Yoda toys in the production pipeline for the months or more that they'd require, they weirdly and kind of amazingly opted to miss out on big Christmas money.
Thank you.
That said, in order to satiate at least some of the demand, and I imagine make a quick buck, Disney has since released some very simple Baby Yoda merch. Baby Yoda printed on t-shirts, phone cases, etc. Most reasonable people were okay with the trade-off of no spoilers for no merch. That said, that doesn't mean that we all still don't want to bring home our own Baby Yodas for Christmas. Enter the black market for Baby Yoda.
I love Baby Yoda, couldn't find anything of him anywhere, and so I figured, screw that, I'm gonna make my own.
That's Jaycene from Outlaw Heart Creations, and she runs a crafting store on Etsy. And her most popular item? Baby Yoda.
My twin sister and I started watching The Mandalorian, and that's how I got into it, because the first time I saw him, I was like, oh my god, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Like, I need to have something that has him on it, or something.
But there weren't any products available, so she had to make her own. And she's not the only one.
We started watching The Mandalorian, and as soon as he popped on the screen, I just fell in love with him like everybody else. And then that's when my brother had popped up and said, "Hey, when are you starting these?" And it felt like a dare.
Hubby's like, "You gotta make one." I was like, "Yeah."
This has been a very common trend since the launch of the show. Someone makes a Baby Yoda for themselves, they post it on social media, it blows up, and the demand goes off the charts.
Friends and family have just gone crazy for it, even in, like, we're a small town. I literally, as fast as I can crochet them, I have people picking them up.
These crocheted Baby Yodas are what's called amigurumi, a Japanese art form of crocheting or knitting small stuffed yarn-based plushies.
So usually I do a really bad drawing of it first, because I cannot draw, so my drawings are hilarious. Then after that, I have been crocheting for many years. My grandma taught me how to do it. So then I go through each piece by piece. Okay, well, his head is, you know, kind of like a little circle. So, okay, I know how to do that. So then the pattern is done out by like, okay, his head is a piece, his ears are a piece, his robe is a separate piece. I cheat and I make the sleeves and the arms separately, and you just kind of fit them all together.
Then I will make the body first, then the head, and then like the cowl and the arms, and then the ears.
Oh my god.
So it's like a little process, and then I sew like the head to the body, and then the arms, and then the cowl and the ears. And I think he's just the cutest little adorable thing ever, and I love these toys. Eek!
Wait, is he fuzzy on top? Does he have like hair?
He has fuzzy hair along his ears.
How do you do that?
It's actually a little cat brush. And I think the selling point for these guys is
Oh my god, cute little butt.
it was actually an accident. I was making one and I pulled the string through and it kind of just went down like a butt crack. I showed my husband because I laughed so hard. He goes, "You should keep that." And I went, okay.
My favorite thing about this black market for Baby Yoda is that all of the creators are huge fans.
I started crocheting Baby Yoda because I just love Star Wars so much, and as soon as I saw him pop up on the internet, I was like, gotta make him.
You really love the subject of the thing that you're making. It just, your heart goes into that, and I think that shows.
And the feedback can be just as passionate, in both admiration and demand.
Oh my gosh, even before they get the toy, they're like, I'm in love with it. I think it's so cute and adorable. I want one just like from you, just like how you make it.
For Baby Yoda, it's been the most successful pattern I've literally ever had. And I've been in business since like 2007, so for quite a while now. And I've easily sold over 200 copies of his pattern since I listed it a little bit over a week ago. Like, for example, normally I sell like, 2 or 3 crochet patterns a day. And I was always like, oh, I'd love to get to like 5 or 6. That was really where I wanted to go. And like ever since he's been up, I'm averaging like almost 30 patterns a day.
Holy moly. The most orders I've ever gotten on Etsy. I've been doing this for like 3 years on Etsy. At first I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this?
Everybody was asking for me to make them, and like they sold so fast. I restocked, and all of a sudden I heard the cha-ching sound from Etsy a couple of times in a row, and I looked at my husband and I'm like, oh no.
Now, of course, these creators don't own the character, and they're operating in fairly ambiguous legal territory. Disney could at any moment issue takedown requests to all of these creators, but they're not too worried.
I find that Disney isn't as stringent on it. I had a ton of Harry Potter stuff that I got copyright infringement on, and so I took all of that stuff out of my shop. But Disney, for the most part, I mean, if you search Disney on Etsy, there's literally like hundreds of thousands of things. So they don't seem to be as nitpicky with it.
There being a black market for illegal crochet patterns is the coolest thing to hit the textile community since they used to knit spy codes into scarves during the Cold War. But that's a whole other episode.
The Christmas rush for these creators can be pretty overwhelming, and they have a lot of crocheting to do in a very short amount of time. And so, all I can do is wait for my Baby Yoda to arrive in the mail, in 6 weeks or so.
I may not receive my Baby Yoda in time for Christmas, but there is something you can do to speed up your Christmas shopping, and that's using Dashlane.
It's getting very close to Christmas, and the last thing that you need is online shopping slowing you down. Thankfully, this year I've been using Dashlane to fly through online checkouts. I love using Dashlane, and I'm so happy that they're sponsoring this episode because it autofills all of my information when I'm online shopping with a single click. It saves me so much time. No more trying to remember what my door code is, what my credit card security number is, or what the postal code is at my new place. Dashlane has saved me from tediously entering my information every single time I order another black market Baby Yoda. I am waiting for several orders at this point. If you've ever missed out on a time-sensitive sale because you were too slow trying to remember your password to log in, then Dashlane is for you. It signs you into websites immediately so you'll never miss out on a good deal. Dashlane really is a life hack. It makes your life online better, faster, safer, and more efficient. I've been using Dashlane for about a year now, and honestly, it's been so much easier keeping track of all my passwords, and I'm never worried about forgetting a login. And the best part is, it's free. Try it out at dashlane.com/normal, and the first 200 people to use my promo code NORMAL will get 10% off a premium membership.
What do you guys want me to talk about next? Please let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for new episodes of Not Exactly Normal as often as I can make them. Thanks for watching, and have a great Festivus. General Grievous wheezes. That's a tongue twister. General Grievous wheezes. If anyone wheezes, General Grievous wheezes. That's a good one. Like and subscribe, everybody.